Yeah, what's up, guys? Here with my boy Amadeo. This guy's going to be the East Coast ADCC Trials
Absolutely.
champion. Amadeo, tell them what the Happy Pill Project on YouTube. Tell them what they got to do.
You gotta like and subscribe, and if you want, comment, please.
Like, share, subscribe, comment, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. East Coast Trials, Amadeo.
I don't know if Jeff is here. He gave me this rash guard as a gift, and then I thought it was just a regular rash guard. I didn't realize he put my name on it and the Happy Pill. Big shout out to, is this Future? Come on. Future. Oh man, what a nice job that they did. Yeah, shout out to them. Let's go back to where we were working. I'll tell you the story, and if I tell you where we were, so that it all pairs together. We were like this, right? And then at last class, right, I had you escaping, right? Where you were here at this position like this, and now one of them, because we work a couple of drills, right? One of them was that I smashed this, come up for a second. I'm like this, I smashed this leg like this, and I'm trying to get on top of these hips, and I'm trying, he goes up on that shoulder, takes that hip out on me, right? And it goes too quick, okay? We're like this, and then if you remember, now I'm gonna ask him to lay down. Remember the hands were like this, right? Smash, okay. That was his escape. And then I let you guys do a couple of drills where you were like this in this hand position and hand fights, and my hands just locked in like this, right? And then what I said was, you got to do 3, right? You got to smash this leg like this, drop this down, take control, step over, and go left or right, right? And then I had you go so he did that, and then I did this, and then I had you go one of these where you're on this frame, same position, right? And now he's got these butterflies. He's not just leaving them dangling in the air, which isn't realistic. He's got connection, and people ask me, like, I don't play the game in no gi because it's too fast for me. I've gotten older. Like, I know, but you don't have any connection, man. Come on. You've got so many dead limbs, it's not real. So you're like this, and he's got real connection now, right? He's trying to grab me. We're trying to win head battle. Like, it's a real story here. I'm like this now. And I said to you, why don't we pass this way? Because I couldn't jam this guy down, or he was sitting so low like this. So I'm going to release this hook. And then one of the things that we said was we're like this. And I flare, and then I drove the head, and I dropped this. We went through a whole sequence of these, right? Perfect. Okay, so now we went that way, we went this way, okay. But I want to vary these up. I don't want to show them anything of what I'm doing. I'm just going to mix them all up. Like, I'm just, whatever I got to do, I got to get by. No matter how many times I got to alter. And that's why I always say, like, the highest players chain the sequences so deep that you don't know if he's going left or right. What's the difference between Mayweather and the guys that he fights in his prime? Like, he took them apart like puppies. Like, they just didn't understand what was going on. Like, they were thinking they're going that way, he's going this way, he countered back that way. Like, so now we're going to start playing that storyline, right? We're like this, okay? And all of a sudden, I realized I got an issue going on. I can't jam this down. I can't come here. I can't release this leg. I'm doing all these things like this. I'll play it both ways so people can see it from both sides. Let's say we're like this. We're opposite this time. So right now I'm like this, and I'll play it this way. He's got sticky hooks. I'm in a fight. I'm trying to win head battle. I'm trying to go into a smash pass. I'm trying to get head position on a body lock, doing all these things. Hitting my storylines for only quarter seconds, and then altering. The moment I encounter resistance, I go a different way, right? It's like water. I'm like this, okay? I'm gonna take this kneecap, and I'll explain right now, because now we're gonna go specific move, and then we're gonna combo them backwards. You're like this, okay? You're in this hand fight, you just got position on an inside. You're on this outside, whether you're inside or outside, you're like this. And now, he's got these incredibly sticky hooks that I can't release, and I'm winning head battle, and I'm not gonna get elevated, okay? I'm sitting so far back on the line, it's very difficult for him to pick me up. And if he picks me up, I'm like this. I'm not like this, because I don't wanna get the head snapped down. So there's all little fundamentals that I'm working, that I'm making sure that I'm fundamentally correct. I'm like this, right? Nathan's up here. I'm gonna take this leg and I'm gonna pick it up, okay? Never am I gonna pick this leg up and put the weight over this. Never, because that becomes him lifting me like this and sucking my leg towards me. So my leg position's like this. The only thing I'm doing is this, okay? I'm trying my best. There's a triangle right here. I'm just trying to get my knee line through that triangle. That's it. I want to get rid of this hook. okay? So we're like this at this point. When I drop this hook, like this is exactly where we were. We're in this hand fight. I'm pushing and pushing, seeing if I can smash, seeing if I can release. He follows me with this sticky hook. I can't get rid of him. Okay, my kneecap just went in that triangle, right? And now the only thing I'm gonna do is land that triangle in the center and butterfly, right? So, I mean windshield wiper. So as I landed, right? My first reaction is this, okay? That's it, right? Pretty simple, right? I'll go on the other side, like this, right? Like this, doesn't make a difference which side. I'm riding the caps of the waves, right? This is my wave, I'm riding left and right on it. Smash, framing, smash, framing. I'm trying to release these hooks, right? I want to become inefficient to him. Right now, if I move forward, he's going to lift me up. We're going to imagine this man's a big man and very powerful and strong. I am not going to counterweight my balance forward because now he's going to pick me up in the air and get me up and now attack my... I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit so far back here that this is an inefficient leg extension for you, that my weight distribution so far back, you can't get me up in the air. And all I'm doing is trying to get rid of these hooks so I can move quickly. Right now, you have an issue that we're so tight and together that even though your radius turns are minimal, I'm wedging you every different way. So when they get past, they go, oh, no, he's more athletic, he's strong. No, he got taken apart by technique, right? Technique is your sword. You're like this, right here. I'll go this way, right? He's in sticky hooks, I'm fighting. I just brought this kneecap through the middle. That's all I wanted to do. As I land it, right, now I'm gonna go this way. As I land it, we're gonna do a specific move now. As I land, I was like this. So I'm gonna butterfly this way. And now what I'm gonna encounter is I'm probably going to, I'm gonna feed you a specific thing now, okay? And this is what we're gonna do. I got in this pin. Probably going to encounter these hands, okay? And we're like this. That's natural. That's where you should do. But I got this pin right here. What if we take this leg now, okay? So we're like this point. I'm here right now. Only thing I'm going to do is bring this leg up and take inside position on this leg so that when I fall back, I'm never letting go of this leg. And what is, if I explain the story, right? Let's say I'm like this and I'm bringing this leg up to butterfly this guy in the center and pin him. What if he does drop this to frame? Okay, so I'm out this way because I was always riding the outside. So I could have smashed it the other way. You're in a bad spot right now. You should have done something different, but I'm not going to tell you what to do right now, right? You should have done something different. You're like this, okay? So now you start to understand where we're going with it because after the first move, we're going to pair it the other way. Maybe I couldn't get this and I couldn't get this up, but I come out this way. And now as I'm coming in this way to get two behind one, he's framing up and I'm still on this leg again, right? I'm going left and right on that leg. I'm falling back with that leg no matter what, right? So, but let's go this way first, okay? So he's got good hooks on me, right? And I'm like this in this fight. And I'm like this right now, right? It's right now the pass is gonna happen. Go down for a second. I'm gonna pause him right there. That's exactly where his legs were, right? I was like this. My head position, think of yourself as Woody Woodpecker. You're not like this. If you know, probably most people don't even know, right? Somebody knows who Woody Woodpecker is. It was a cartoon a long time ago, right? So, meaning that I want the bridge of my nose touching. So I'm never going to pitch downwards because that becomes you here, you grab my back, and now you're chin. I'm like this. Right? My face is arched because my nose and the bridge of my nose is the contact point. That in case he tries to lift me up and I give him elbows, I'm like this because I want to, as he's pulling me in, okay, now we're in a body lock. Yeah, you messed up, okay? Right? So that's why I never pitch my head, spinal cord up, right? I'm looking at you. Now we're like this, right? And now let's clap hands. We're about to go live and I go, okay, stay right there, back it up. Got position right here. Right? I was like this right now. Should have started that pass right now. I should have seen if I could flare this out to get two behind one, but he's so sticky hooked on me. And I go, okay, kneecap just came through the center. Remember, we never back out. Headline goes forward. I was like this. Headline goes forward. I go, okay, right? I'm in already, right? No matter what, even if he knows nothing, I could just slide this through. But I'm going to say he knew something, right? Because the moment I came through, I encountered hands. right? But I got this leg pinned because I don't want you shrimping away from me. So I want to advance my hand positions to hold on to you. Otherwise, you're going to shrimp your hips away on me. And everything was about everything was about these hips. Everything's about the hips. Now, I don't need to curb your head. I haven't gotten there yet, okay? And I'm like this. I just got inside position as he's pushing through. Where are we going with this? We're falling back the other way, and now we have this heel. Okay, I'll do it again. Right? But now you're starting to understand, right? Oh, shit, man, that shit combos up with like 7 different alternations. I'm like this. I'm like this. I was pushing this down. Now he's like this. And the moment I come up, he realizes last time I brought this kneecap, so he jams him back up. Okay, there goes my smash. Right? And starting to mix these things up. Do you know my big deal? Okay, I'm like this. I'm like this. Right? You countered back. I go like this. Okay, now I'm flaring back this way. Right? And then you start to go, man, he seems like he didn't even move. And he passed already. Right? Now you start to understand how it really is a chess match. You should never allow that. But we're not doing that right now. Right? Because if he had that, you should have went where we were the 2 classes ago. You should have went, oh shit, he's on my inside. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Right? Okay, so let's go back to the move. Either side. Let's keep it simple. I'm going to ask you simple, very simple. You like this. Bottom player's only thing where he can lay down. He doesn't have to do anything right now. You're either here or here. I don't care where. Okay? Because you're just riding these things. You're not fixated on one thing. You're just going to be water. I'm getting around. How I get around, I don't know yet. Like this. Right? We said he got sticky hooks. Follow. Keep that hook on me. Right? Okay. Kneecap comes through. Right? I'm like this. Kneecap touches. If you can, try to get your kneecap up high. I would like to pass. I wouldn't want to fall back in a real street fight. So I'm like this. What do we say at this point? As I'm coming through, back leg is butterflying and pinning. So I'm like this. And now I'm going, okay, you don't want to let me go, but I advance my hand positions because I don't want you shrimping out. You need this leg back. And I don't want you leaving, and I'm sucking you in, and you have to understand this is not gi, that it's so fake that I'm holding on to your pant leg and on your little bit of your belt. Like, no, man, guy's shrimping away. That's why I tell people, like, the game's so much. Imagine now you get so good at this, and now you got a fabric to grab. You're going to go, man, you ain't going anywhere, buddy. I'm going to take this thing whatever way I want. You're here. You're holding on to him. I just butterflied back in. I'm encountering this tremendous resistance, and you're doing everything you can. I'm doing everything I can to hold on to you, too. I got inside position of that leg. I can slide this knee through if I want right now, but I'm not. You're pushing so hard to jam this guy in. You just gave me that guy, right? You just gave me that guy, right? So let's partner up. Pretty easy. And if we can get this down really quick, we'll hit 3 pairs. And then we'll hit that 4th pair if we get deeper into the chain, right? Where you're out of the box, you're out of the box, you're out of the box. Let's do it, guys. We got 30 minutes of drill time. Okay. I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then it'll be simple, so that you understand this how play-by-play and how really detailed the chess match is. You're like this at this point, and this is what I would like to do, right? No, stay loose, stay loose, stay loose, stay loose, like this. So what I'd like to do, so what we were working on. The inside frame, I flared like this, I move forward, I bring my kneecap as the secondary kneecap, I'm 2 behind 1 down there, right? I bring my other leg up, I drag this guy down, I flip the hips, and I pass, okay? So I'd like to do, okay? But he's making it difficult on me, right? I'm like this, now same thing, and now I pick this leg back up, and I'm like this, and I go, okay, how about I just push this leg up and slide this kneecap through, okay? Pretty simple. Kneecap, just look how it is. Kneecap just came through the middle. You're like this, and forget about smash any of this. My hands were like this. I push this thing down, slide my kneecap. Kneecap made daylight. That's it. That's it. Okay? The rest is, he's going to release it. He'll tell you this shit's going to hurt right now. But unfortunately, man. As I start dropping, he'll tell you it starts to hurt. And now what I'd love to do is, the reason I'm telling you a story is this leg, some people aren't letting you put it down, right? And I'm going to keep him down for a second. That's what I mean. As I drop this kneecap and butterfly it like this, I would have loved that as we did this, I'm here, right? I dropped this kneecap. And I would have loved that as we're coming here, driving forward, that I captured this ankle with this leg. That's what I would have loved to have done. because then it opens up this Pandora's box of moves for me. But you don't, some partners aren't putting that leg on the mat, right? And I'll show you what I mean, because we're not going to do this because then they could just get too crazy. Like this. And let's say I tell you the story. I went like this, and I flared. And he followed, and I dropped, and I go butterfly. And this leg's not on the mat, okay? And I couldn't pin it, okay? But I don't have the angle to get 2 behind 1. I'm like this. But I still had the angle of the tilt. I'm at a 45 right now. I'm like this. And what did I say? If you remember the passing sequencing about this thigh, right? Because I only wanted to, in this, come up here, in this guy, when I told you about distancing, and you hit this ankle and you flared high, it was about moving forward, right? And having a goal of getting in front of this thigh. Lay back down. You're like this, and having this goal of getting over the thigh, now I don't have to worry about this leg, and now I fight here. I'm just gonna understand right now what I meant by it. You're like this. And now what I wanted to do was this. I wanted to kick this guy out. Couldn't happen. I butterfly, and I couldn't pin it, and it's like this. It's like this, wherever it is. I see partners doing this. They're putting the leg up in it, and you're going, that's not working. Yeah, I know, but head position didn't stop driving. I don't really want to go to half guard. I got such a great angle that I could always go back to half guard. And now you're having a trouble getting this butterfly over this. I'm going to pass you a different way. It's a totally different chapter. If you think about where I am positionally at this point like this, I'm going to take this hand because I knew I didn't feel it. I couldn't pin that leg. I'm not looking down there. I'm feeling the game, right? I know where this is sitting. It's sitting up here. I feel it. It's not like I have my eyes closed and it's just in the wind. No, it's on my physical leg. So I have self-awareness of wherever position is of his limbs. I'm like this at this point. I'm going to take this hand and I'll pick this guy. And now as I pick this guy through, I'm going to pick this leg up. And now I'm going to take this leg, right? So I'm going to mix them up on you. And maybe I don't pick the leg up. Maybe I just come like this at this point. I dropped in, no, stay right here. I drop this down. He picks his leg up, and I'm like this, and I'm driving forward. Maybe I don't. Maybe, stay right there. Keep this guy in the middle. He's in the middle, okay? Everything I told you, game changes in 3 to 4 inches. So I want to be very specific in what I'm telling you. Because if it's 2 behind 1, that's a higher percentage. You're not going to go to the poker table, and all of a sudden they gave you kings. And you're, I don't want those. Let me give you back. I was hoping for 2s. Like, you're not going to trade down the deck. You're like at this point. So I take my secondary hand and I lift it. And now I'm a 2 behind 1, right? Only by moving it 4 inches. Now I can either, if I encounter too many hands, I come up, right? If I feel like I can get 2, I can't do anything about those frames. I'm looking down. So now I got to go vertical on this and now switch to either position or take this leg, right? So plot and partner, cooperate. Because the person has to understand the game. He's got to feel the game. And if you're doing everything wrong on your end, then it's like, how did he work the move? Because now it's a different move. It's a totally different move within 3 to 4 inches. So cooperate for your partner. Be a good training partner. Don't only think about yourself. You're worried so much about when I get to go. You got to think about both sides, because if you analyze it, everything I've ever done in VJ, John, everybody's been here knows how John teaches. Everybody. It never was different for me. He just put me in a position where I had to physically reverse engineer everything he taught me. And that's what you want to do is, like, as the bottom player, you want to go, okay, that's what he's doing. If he ever butterflies, this is what I got to do. If you ever, that's what I got. Like, you're constantly reinforcing your side, not just thinking, oh, when it's my turn, I'm going to do this. Like, don't do that, okay? I want the room to rise. This is all captured, right? So if you forget the details, watch it, okay? Watch it, because I really want the room to rise, because the faster he gets at going left, right, left, faster he's got to react. And why did the DDS kids get so good, right? Because the room was so skilled and the reads were so fast, because we start pushing each other as a team. So let's do this.